What's up, YouTube? Today we have another video. We have another episode of Real Talk, but this time we have Leon Barretto. Woo!
Barretto.
The favorite Barretto. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's Kyle's favorite Barretto.
Oh! I was thinking more Erich Barretto was my favorite, but we will get there.
No, I was thinking about Bella too, when it comes to favorite Achari. Just saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought your favorite was my mom because, yeah.
Oh, I love your mom.
Exactly. Alright, anyways, my first question. How are you, bro? How are you?
I've been doing well, I'm still here surviving. I'm grateful that I'm still in school and stuff, so it's been stressful, but it's a good kind of stress. But overall, I'm doing well, naman.
Yeah, I heard that you're enjoying you're really enjoying online class.
I am. Surprisingly, I am.
Yeah,
don't
which
want to
is
sound
really
like a nerd.
not normal for a lot of people.
I don't sound like a nerd, but I am genuinely enjoying it, and for some reason, I actually feel connected with my classmates. Obviously, they're my friends, so for some reason, even though I can't see them physically, school serves to be that tool where I can see them. And then there's a lot of interaction involved. Surprisingly, schools have been studying how it works and how to make it less boring. So it's more of interaction. So yeah, I've been enjoying them, man. It's pretty good.
Nice.
Nice.
No, he also likes it because he doesn't have to wake up early after sleeping late. And he does have to wake up early, but he doesn't have to get ready early. That's Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally just wake up from bed and open my computer and
Yep.
fix my hair.
There's Leon.
It's not bad. That's Leon for you. It's
all right. Before I get too deep into the real talk, I kind of want to start off with a lot of people because a lot of people don't know how I became close with Leon. To be honest,
yeah.
We both don't know really. I think so. The Barretto family have always been very nice people to me. First, it was Julia. Me and Julia became close in ASAP San Fran. I mean, we knew each other before that. In the industry, everyone knows each other, but we became close there. Then, there was a lot of things happening. Let's not go back into the past. I became closer with Leon during Lauren's birthday
party.
Yeah.
For some reason, we hit it off immediately. I think I went to you first and I just said thank you because like I said, like you said, Julia was going through so much at the time.
Yeah.
And then she had to perform in ASAP Sanfro, and you were there for her. So I did appreciate that because you were actually there.
Yeah, that was one of the things na gulat ako kasi nung panahon yun, wala naman lang, para sa akin kasi, if you don't know exactly what happened, I'm not gonna judge that person because you don't know the full story yet. So that was me.
Yes.
And napansin ko lang na Julia was very lonely that time during Sanfo. But I never went up to her and be like, "Are you okay?" I just went up to her and she's like, "Yo, what's up? How are you?"
Your presence, her point was your presence was enough. Somebody just there for you, not for you. It's just somebody with you.
Mm-hmm.
So it was different for her. It was hard, but being with someone makes it easier naman talaga. So
yeah, so yun lang. I was just talking to her backstage, and then all of a sudden I hear from Leon in the middle of the party, just like, "Yo, thank you so much for being nice to my sister." I was just like, I said, nagulat ako because Leon just came up to me. It was just like, "Yo, thank you so much. My family loves you." I was just like,
because I'm a very sociable person.
Yeah, that's Leon. That's Leon talaga.
So I like literally it's such a cliche line, but I like meeting new people, So in that party I met so much of my friends of today. And for some reason Kyle and I just hit it off immediately, and then right after that my mom wanted to leave and she was my only transportation going home.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to stay,
that's also why we became close.
And then Kyle offered me a ride. So he asked my mom personally, and my mom said yes. And then on our way back home, for some reason, he just opened up to me, and we had this deep talk about what he went through also. So we hit it off, and then we planned our hangouts literally 2 days after, and then just went from there.
Yeah, it was funny how close that me and Leon became, and then he's like literally a brother to me now. Like, because
Yeah, yeah.
before Leon's always been like we'll get into this deeper later, but Leon's always been he's always been known in the industry because he's a anak ng artista. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's Leon Barretto when he was born. You know,
Wow.
but
May
like
title na
Leon.
pala ako. Wala pa akong Okay.
No, but the thing is, Leon was like, he was like known. Kilala siya na marami, pero he was never really like into it as much
Personally.
as
Yeah.
Lorene was in
Yeah,
Venice
yeah.
and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Montanos, like until
Yeah,
that
yeah.
party. So we never really knew how close we could get. Like I was already close with sila Sam and
Yeah, yeah.
Lorene. That's why I was there. And then Leon comes in and he's one of the most sociable people you can ever meet. Like, alam mo guys, si Leon yung tipong tao na kung pupunta ka sa isang party, tapos hindi, wala kang kilala doon, but Leon, if he's free, you call him. He'll go with you and he'll make you friends with everyone. Like he'll leave you for 5 minutes and then he'll come back with 5 people.
With 5 other people.
Yeah, that's
So
Leon.
I like it. Yeah,
That's a really good thing though. Yeah, that's he's a really good, like, I'm not gonna tell you to be a politician because there's a lot of stuff in like that.
yeah, yeah, of course.
Leon would be a good politician if it comes to that.
Grabe naman.
Yeah,
I
but
cannot.
yeah, so nung una pa lang hindi namin alam na ganun pala si Leon. We never thought that he would be like close to us because we never really met him. We knew of him. We knew like kapatid ni Julia because we were closer
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Julia than we were with Leon. And then Leon
Mhm.
comes in and he's just like, you know what? Leon's really chill. I like him. This guy's cool.
Thanks, man.
That's Leon, everybody. But so I wanna, because my questions are gonna be a bit familiar to the interview that I had with Cassie, because she was
Okay.
also born in the industry, pretty much.
Mhm.
But I wanna ask you, how was it for you growing up with the eyes already on you? Like I said.
To be honest, I don't know if it's like wrong for me to say, but eventually, of course, I got used to it because
Mhm,
that's the
mhm.
environment I grew up to it. So an example would be I really never felt like this is not normal for me. I felt like it was already normal. Growing up, actually, for some reason, we actually also lived a private life. In our early years of childhood, we experienced all the things of being normal. It was just me and my mom and my 3 other sisters at the time. Erich was not born yet. We were living in a small village, and then even the Pangininans were like neighbors with them. So we had all of that. We played outside. There was no technology at the time, obviously, iPhone or like any
Yeah, like social media wasn't a big thing
yeah,
yet.
it
That's
wasn't
right.
a
Yeah.
big thing yet. So I'm grateful that we got to experience all those things. Of course, there's um people who ask pictures from my mom because like we were not known yet. They just knew us as the children of Artista, which was my mom back in the day. But us, we never treated like we don't want this life. It is hard. It was difficult. We knew that being part of the public eye was difficult. Obviously, you have to maintain that reputation where it does not really like hassle the other family members' reputation because like we're a family. So obviously that. But at the end of the day, I was never not okay with it. I got used to it. It was the environment I grew up with, so it wasn't as hard as what people think.
So it wasn't like you were born into it and you never got like tired of it.
No, 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 no.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So you were born with people like thinking you're already an artista because your mom and your whole family, the Barretos. Everyone knows the Barretos. But
Yeah.
for you, did you always think of becoming an artista?
To be honest, a lot of times, which is very understandable and normal.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Which
I don't
now
know.
he's dancing on stage. We'll get into that later, but
We'll
yeah.
get into that later. But in general, for me, I will never not disregard that I've never thought of joining show business. But to be honest, I haven't closed that door yet. You know,
Mhm.
if the opportunity is there, why not? But at the same time, I was very hesitant. I wasn't as vocal as example Julia. She really wanted to do that. That's her passion talaga. So she really pushed for it. She actually had to fight for it. She actually had to sit down with my mom and talk about it. And my mom said no at first because the Barrettos has gone through so much in the showbiz industry. It's really been hard. So I got to witness all the disadvantages or the hardships of a public figure in general. You know, judgments are there, opinions are there, rumors are there, controversy are there. So I was very hesitant into that, especially here in our country. For some reason, our personal lives is like super intrigued by the people instead of your talent. So I was very scared of entering that type of industry, but I don't want to also disregard the advantages of it and the happy moments of being part of the industry. You know, at the end of the day, my sister is happy because she's showcasing her passion. And that's the goal anyway of becoming an artista. So I'll never ever like close that door. But so far I'm going with the flow. You know, I'm entering college and then like you've mentioned, I'm just doing guestings, but I've never closed the idea of maybe entering show business.
Yeah, so yours was, so Julia's was more like, I really want to do it, I will do anything for it. Yours is just like, if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
If it comes, it comes. Of course, I'm also interested. I don't want to disregard that. Yeah.
But can we go back to, so yun nga, sinabi mo kanina, ang daming nangyari sa like your family and everything. How was that on you as a kid? Let's talk about like, so Julia, like you looking on what was happening to Julia, you as her only brother. How was it for you?
It was painful. You know, sometimes I'm actually more affected than my family because it is sad to hear, but example, my mom, she's used to it. She grew up to that industry, so she knows how it works, you know, when it comes to like the negativity of the industry. But for me, I'm still affected because like I just want to shout out to the people or to the bashers that you do not know anything, you don't know our side. But at the end of the day, my family is really strong, so they have taught me how to become strong and basically immune to it. You have to be immune to it. You know, there's always going to be negativity. There's always going to be like judgments or destructive criticism. Example, if you're in as a public figure, so you just have to be immune to it. But I always still get affected because that's my family. I feel like any family member who sees their family being judged, or, you know, it's already the right term to say that cyberbully. It's considered bullying. I wouldn't want to see that. So it is very painful for me to witness all of that because they don't know anything. So, but I also come to learn that not everyone deserves an explanation. But it's still like you want to shout it out loud. You don't know anything.
Yeah, you as like in the position to, the position as seeing everything that's happening. You being her brother, you just want to like get it out, but you can't.
Defend, but you don't want to give it to them also. But whenever we're quiet, people think that we're guilty. But I want the people to realize
that's the thing.
That's the thing. So it's really hard. It's like back and forth. But I just want the people to know. An example, if there's a controversy or a rumor speculating, do not speculate right away just because the artista hasn't made a comment about that issue that they're guilty of it. It's because I don't want to share anything because not everyone deserves an explanation, and it's my personal life. You don't need to know anything about my personal life. But you have to be immune to it talaga.
I bet you even had people in your personal life, like people who aren't even like fans, go up to you and ask you questions about like what was happening, huh? Yeah.
Of course. But like they're understanding because like obviously they have a relationship with me. So of course they ask because they're interested. I mean, it's understandable. So I just explain and they believe me. Those are like the true example, my friends, those are true friends. Like they understand me. They didn't want to judge right away. They didn't want to speculate right away. So they were willing to hear my side if ever I was willing to share it. And I'm open to people who I know I can 100% trust. So I have that people naman, and they're all understandable naman.
Okay, so you have friends that are outside of the industry. Have you ever been used in a way? Like clout chased?
Thankfully none. Actually, I did not think of an event. Thankfully none. You know, I'm actually very not picky. That's not the right term, but I just know who I could trust. It's like I don't know if I consider this like a skill or a talent. When I meet you and we have that conversation, and based on your facial expressions, based on like how you reply to like a conversation, I know if you're true or not. Like
Yeah,
I
and
do.
like
I know if
Leon
you're
may be
genuine or not.
super friendly, but he knows. Yeah,
I
you know.
know. I know if a person's genuine or not. So example, when you think I'm so sociable, I know the people who are genuine or the people na parang, ah, no, I don't think I should hang out with this person. But thankfully, I've not experienced any of those events where I felt like used or just like, yeah, none so far naman.
Yeah, because I don't know. I just remember the rumor that was said about me. You remember that?
Uh,
Yeah, you remember that?
mm-mm,
How everyone was saying I was using you to be close to
mm-mm.
your sister.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, that was funny.
Wow, guys, that was
Wow.
one of the worst rumors actually I've ever heard. Like,
I know it just doesn't make sense.
blah,
The
blah.
thing is, I was
You
already
have to get
close to
people.
Julia too. That's why I was just like, well, why would
There
I
was
use?
like no logic. Like sana naman may substance naman your speculation, but
Yeah,
wala, you know.
I remember even getting messages from like personal like friends, not even just the fans, who were just like, is this true? Is this real? Maybe
Yeah, yeah.
not even friends, even my management. Some people were asking me, I was just like, dude, really? Pero, um, uh, I wanted to ask you, so I said this earlier, you're her only brother, you're Julia's only brother, but
Yeah.
people also don't know, you're pretty much the only guy in your family.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, man, how is that growing up with five girls? Five girls, right?
I
Five girls in your
yeah,
family,
yeah.
and you're the only guy.
I could say it was very difficult. I won't sugarcoat it. It was difficult because like at the end of the day, I grew up also with no father figure. Um, that's a given. My mom and my dad separated when I was 3 years old, and so it was pretty hard. I had no brother because sometimes don't you just want to play rough like wrestling or like you just like
You
iba
just
yung
want to be a
brother.
guy. You just want to be
Yeah,
a
you just
guy
want to be
with
a guy.
another
Iba yung
guy.
brother relationship. There's
Uh,
disadvantages to it, but there's also advantages of it. And one of the advantages is okay, let's say you and I both know that girls are more mature. That's a given. They become mature faster than
yeah,
boys, right?
everyone knows
So
that.
I don't know. I consider myself mature because of the people around me, which includes my mom and them. And they're very articulate. They're very intelligent. So I think based on that influence, it got instilled on me. And then, example, they taught me how to become a gentleman because like obviously they had their relationships there and there. So they always talk to me. My mom gives me advices how to become a gentleman. So I picked that up and now I know how to treat women fairly and right. Just become a gentleman is very important to me. Like an example would be my mom would be saying like if you do not open the door, a car door or a door or like pulling the chair for a girl, you are not a gentleman. You have to be a gentleman. So those things I was able to pick up. I became more mature. I think I became more intelligent because of them. But it is hard. That's why I'm glad that now, like you guys, like you, Kyle, I was able to find a brother. So it was okay. It's fair naman.
But would you say this? You growing up with five girls in your family, not having a dad, but you're the only guy. Would you say this is one of your biggest challenges in life? If not, what is your biggest challenge in life? What has been your biggest challenge in life?
I wouldn't really consider this a biggest challenge in my life because at the end of the day, I'm at my happiest when I'm with my family.
Yeah.
So I don't consider it as a challenge. I grew up with it, you know. At the end of the day, they're siblings. I am so glad, like, that I even grew up with so many siblings. I don't want to base it on like the gender. I just grew up with that environment, and I like how they didn't really instill like toxic masculinity in me, meaning like I cannot vent out my emotions or feelings. You cannot cry. They never did that. So I was able to vent out to all of them. They were able to understand me. So it was okay. You know, it wasn't. I wouldn't consider that as a biggest challenge in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, the second question, at this point, I wouldn't still know the biggest challenges in my life. But yeah.
So you don't have any like something that really hit you one day. It was just like this is too much.
Um, Following to that, maybe this is too much. Maybe last year, back in 2019, that was
Yeah,
the hardest.
yeah.
Yeah. My family has gone through so much the past year, but now going through 2020, we've come to realize like, damn, that's nothing compared to what the world is going through now. So we're at this point and we're at this mindset like, okay, you know what? If you don't like me, we don't like you too. Okay. Or like we just have that mentality now. It's like there's so much bigger problems out there. And we were just glad, you know, at the end of the day, I wouldn't want to say I wish we didn't go through that. Obviously I would actually. I wish we didn't go through that.
Yeah,
But for
you
me, I
yeah.
believe in the mentality that everything happens for a reason. We became
Mm-hmm.
so much stronger. We became so much closer as a family because our bond got in so much stronger because of the challenges that my family had to face and witness. So I felt like last year was one of the biggest challenges. I mean, my mom would say na parang, I think God, you're kind of overestimating me
Overestimating. That's
now.
what Tita used to
Like
say.
there's
Yeah, yeah. That's what she
like
said last
you're
night.
overestimating us, but now 2020 there's like bigger problems out there. So whenever we hear a rumor or just like a controversy, we kind of like say, really? At the time like this, people are literally dying. There's so much issues that we should be tackling rather than personal lives of public figures.
Like, oh,
So
another one. All right. Yeah.
I think
Another one.
I
Okay.
actually think I think actually I could say this for everyone. I feel like 2020 is the biggest challenge in our life right now.
Oh yeah,
Things we
I
have,
feel like for
yeah,
everyone because
yeah.
of
For
the
the world,
pandemic.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
this pandemic has.
For those who don't know, there's yeah, like what Leon said, a lot of things happened in 2019. But for those who don't know, the Barretto family is one of the nicest families I've ever met. Like honestly, they're really welcoming, um, very honest, very genuine people. They don't look down at anyone, no matter how
Yeah.
long Tita Marjorie has been in the industry, no matter how long Julie
Mm-hmm.
has been in the industry. They literally love everyone so equally, and I want to thank you guys for that. You guys are really nice. You guys have been like, you guys feel like family to me. Like I don't see you guys as like
Thanks, man.
long time industry people because you guys are never like that. You
Thanks,
never
man.
make
Yeah.
anyone feel like that. People
Yeah.
don't know, like they went through so much, and me as a human being, I never judged them off of that until I met them, and I literally realized all of the rumors were just fake, so fake. Everything
Yeah.
just was too much, and um, I guess that's just the cancel culture mentality, or the
Yeah.
not just, I'm not gonna say Philippine mentality. It's a lot of
It's
industries,
also Filipino.
but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
also Filipino. But like, man, you can't really do much. As like I said many times on Real Talk, you can't really do much about the opinions of the people in the industry because everyone thinks you're
Yeah. You
perfect, and
cannot.
once you
You
mess up,
cannot.
it's
You know.
literally magnified because you're a
Yeah.
certain way.
But like, you know what I learned from my family, an example is like, yeah, everyone's entitled to your own opinion. I learned this from
Mhm.
Claudia and Julia that this constructive criticism is okay, but like destructive criticism is like not okay. It's like if it's just there that it's like hitting you personally and you know it's not gonna benefit anyone, it's really you should just ignore it talaga. It's hard to ignore. You know, I
It
think
is. It is.
sometimes when people are like saying whenever you see a negative comment or like a basher, just ignore it. But what people don't realize that it's not easy. Or the mentality example, it's like you entered this industry, you know what you're getting yourself into. But it doesn't give the people the right to bring you down with their negative and destructive criticism. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like people
it's
should
like yeah, we know what we got ourselves into,
we
but
know we got ourselves into, but
that doesn't mean
it doesn't
that
mean
it's
that we
okay.
have to adjust. That we have to adjust
Yeah, that
our
too.
feeling. It's like you cannot adjust the things that affect you. You cannot. But I'm not telling like the people to adjust, but I'm telling them to just realize that we're you guys, the public figures are also humans. So like you guys, whenever you feel down, you feel down. Like every normal human being feels normal.
Everyone has
so
feelings.
like I just don't, yeah. Everyone has
Everyone
feelings.
has
Okay.
feelings. So, speaking of what we were talking about earlier, everyone's going through their hardest challenge, which is 2020. Not just through the pandemic, but through things that are happening literally to the world. From climate change to politics to all of that, all the bread and butter of the world.
Social issues, yeah.
Social issues, everything. How has that affected your mental health? Because I know that because of 2019, I remember you were telling me that 2020 is gonna be my family's year. We're gonna bounce back. How has this pandemic like affected either you or that in a whole?
Obviously, I got disappointed. I actually believe 2020 is going to be everyone's year. It's a new decade and everything, full of positivity. But to be honest, I see 2020 also as a blessing in disguise. It made a lot of people realize things. It made a lot of people become more grateful when it comes to little things. And now I've come to learn also how to manage my expectations. Everyone has gotten so much stronger and everyone just has gotten so much wiser. So at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, it's been hard. You know, sometimes we wish that this whole year didn't happen. But I really believe at the end of the day, even though it's such a cliche line, it's cliche for a reason, that everything happens for a reason. We learned something from this year. So yeah, 2019 was hard, 2020 is hard, but you just have to come back stronger. That's it.
All right. I think I'm down to my last two questions. Because these are questions that I always ask every single one of my what do you call them? Like guests. There you go.
Yeah, guests on my real talk. Yeah.
Yeah, that's on my real talk. First question: where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Now that Leon Barretto is now dancing on stage, he's a dancer now. He's becoming a public figure.
No. To be honest, like whenever even schools, like it's a requirement. What job would you want to take? Right now I'm very terrified on what the future holds because
confused.
Being honest, I literally do not know what I want to be in the future, or I'm confused rather because like I'm entering college. I have to pick a course that's relating to my dream career. So I'm literally going with the flow. That's like my line all the time. I'm going with the flow and see how it goes. I mean, if there's opportunities out there, why not take it? You know, example for my guesting, for like you keep mentioning my dance guestings. If there's an opportunity out there, I'm only 17 and I know it's gonna be a memorable experience. Why not take it? So let's just see. I cannot predict where I'm gonna be after 5 years, but let's see.
How about 10 years from now? You're gonna be 27.
27. Hopefully engaged or
wow, married.
Well, 27.
You're just like Cassie. Cassie wants to get married.
To be honest,
at 29.
27, I see myself hopefully engaged, and then maybe 30 or like 29 married. But hopefully happy.
So you're gonna get engaged for like 3 years.
3 years or less. Let's just be realistic.
So you're just gonna
hopefully I'll just find someone. I think I'm trying to sugarcoat this. I think I just hope that I'm gonna find someone when I'm 27.
Nah, something Leon's been telling me is that he wants to live. He thinks he's ready to live on his own.
Actually, thanks for reminding me. This proves that Kyle knows me so well. I actually want to move out after 5 years. I see myself having my own place. I keep telling Kyle it's my dream to own a house, own my damn car. I just want that. I want to be independent. So I think
Leon's been saying like I want to move out, but I have a feeling I'm gonna live in my mom's house until I'm married.
I say that. You know, that's a dream. But I wouldn't consider it as a realistic dream. And to be honest, it's like, guys, you know, to be honest, it's like you want to live independently, but you're gonna pay the bills. So why don't you just take advantage of living your parents?
For as long as you can, right?
As long as you can, my mom will pay the water bill, the electricity bill. So I think, yeah, maybe that's a dream, but realistically, I think I'll about when I'm about to get married.
Okay, last question. I
Okay.
really like this question, but what is something I should ask you, but I don't know enough to ask? No,
Further elaborate, bro.
it's kind of like something I should ask you, like something that you yourself wish that you would be asked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you wish someone would ask you this, but you've never been asked about it. Something you really want to open up about, or something that you just want to answer. It
Okay.
could be
The
the
specific
smallest of
question I
small, or the
think
biggest.
is, are you 100% okay? I think that's it. Are you 100% okay? Because if I were to be honest, like, yeah, I'm happy, but I really have those moments, like inside, especially when it comes to my mental health, that it's pretty difficult. It's pretty hard to admit, but everyone has those moments. So because people expect me just because the way I act, based on like my mannerisms or my facial expressions, that I'm okay, that like even inside that I'm 100% happy, but I want someone to ask me that. So that's like a conversation opener and explain how I really feel. So yeah.
Dang. Okay. Wow.
Okay, that's deep. It's really deep. Yeah.
That was no, but the thing is, Leon, you can't pressure yourself to be 100% okay, because I don't think I've ever met anyone in my life
Yeah.
that's 100% okay.
Mm.
No one, because it's impossible, and like what Edward said, it's dangerous when you're at like 10 out of 10 happy. It's
Yeah.
dangerous because
Yes.
you might be
Agree.
too happy. There's a saying that if it's too much, it's no good at all.
It's yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's normal, Leon. That's fine. Like always know to yourself
Right.
that you're gonna go through those days, not just those days, but those months or those weeks or times where you really aren't feeling it, or times where
Yeah.
you're really feeling it and then all of a sudden you don't feel it. It's normal. You
Yeah.
shouldn't pressure yourself or feel a different way just because you know that today you're sad or tomorrow you're happy. It's normal.
Yeah.
Aww.
That's 100% true. This conversation has gotten deep, ladies and gentlemen.
And yeah, that's it. I think that's the end of our real talk. So it was
Man.
one of the short ones, but sweet. I like it because it was very informational.
Straight to the point.
Straight to the point.
Yeah.
That's where it was. We weren't
Straight
beating around the
forward.
bush. So
Yes.
yeah, thank you, Leon. Anything you want to say to everyone watching?
Okay, I want to thank you first. Thank you for having me part of your famous show called Real Talk. And guys, please subscribe to this guy if you haven't yet. Subscribe to him. If you want good content and quality content, subscribe to him. And thank you guys for watching. Please continue to support my brother. And love you guys. Well, I love you, pa, no? Love you guys.
And no, also support Tita Marjorie's YouTube channel because
Yeah.
Leon's the he's the videographer.
The cameraman.
And he's
That's
the
how I
cameraman.
earn money.
Yeah.
That's how I earn money.
Diciamo
My
wala siya,
Lazada
hindi niya.
wallet. It's my Lazada wallet.
Alright guys, thank you guys for
Please
joining the
keep
video.
watching.
Yes. Thank you guys for enjoying. If you guys enjoyed, if you didn't, tell me down below what else you guys want to see. Alright, peace y'all. Bye bye and see you in the next one.